Hi, I'm Emily Rose.
And I'm Dan Philgreen. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Tuesday, August 28th.
Get ready to sit back and enjoy another fantastic episode of Shell Point Today. We'll be making our way into David Lee's kitchen for another recipe from the culinary caper himself.
Today, I'm going to do Margie's favorite chocolate truffles.
We'll learn about everything that's happening with National Assisted Living Week.
In honor of National Assisted Living Week, we asked both residents and staff 2 questions. What do you enjoy most about living in assisted living? And why do you enjoy working in assisted living?
And we're catching up with resident Bob Strong to learn all about his angel flight experience.
I was often the plane of choice to get an organ or transplant person to Rochester, to Mayo Clinic.
But first, we're letting democracy reign for our look back on this day in history. It was 50 years ago today when chaos broke out during the 1968 Democratic Convention in Chicago. The political party was divided over internal disagreements regarding the stance on the Vietnam War. While some wanted to continue to combat the threat of communism, others wanted full withdrawal from the conflict. The arguments soon devolved into violence, where cameras captured protesters and delegates taking to the streets in what would be known as the Battle of Michigan Avenue. 12,000 police officers were called in to quell the riots, but the damage was already done. Later that year, a disjointed Democratic Party would lose the White House when Richard Nixon was elected president.
Well, you shouldn't expect that kind of intensity at today's primary elections. From 7 to 7, registered Florida voters can head to the Village Church and throw their support behind the candidates you want to see on the general election ballot this November. You can help your party select who will represent your interests for the vacancies for the Senate, House, and Governor openings. If you have any questions or concerns regarding your voting status, you can head to myflorida.com/elections or head to the Village Church and meet with a representative of the Florida Division of Elections.
Also happening today is the latest chapter of the Library Book Talk. At 2:15 in the Social Center, join Anna Marie Tesoriero as she breaks down Shusaku Endo's epic novel, Silence. The story follows Jesuit priests who struggle in keeping their faith strong in 16th century Japan. Anna Marie will also use selected scenes from Martin Scorsese's film adaptation as part of the discussion. After the book talk, you can then head straight to the Shell Point Library and pick up your own copy of Silence.
After a day filled with voting and discussions, make sure you find yourself in the Grand Cypress Room for tonight's fiesta. It's Taco Tuesday. Join Resort Services as they bring the spirit of Mexico to the Woodlands Commons. Chef Todd of the Palm Grill is already prepping his majestic taco bar, loaded with every topping imaginable. Then slide on over to the dance floor where a mariachi band will offer a lively Latin performance. This is all happening at 5 p.m., so head on over and enjoy this taco-fueled celebration.
Sadly, not every day can be Taco Tuesday, but that doesn't mean you can't still find another delicious dish to get you through the week. That's why we're heading back into David Lee's kitchen for another amazing recipe from Culinary Capers.